Morning people, welcome back to Northway. Got one of those horrible jobs this morning that no one likes doing, but someone's got to do it. So you can pull the last bit of sheet off of the silage pit, the last few tyres, and get that cleaned up. And then hopefully something a bit more exciting this afternoon. John's gone ahead in the handler, so I can't remember whether there's a couple bales of straw left on top or not, but if there's not, he's got some other straw to move. We'll go and find out. So this is what we've got left of the third clamp, and there's a load of tyres on top of clamp 2 to take off. Got a whole pit of silage here. We're going to use it. We'll sort this one out first. You have one? Yep, down. Oh, there we go. Where's your dog when we need it, John? They can climb walls! Yeah. I didn't know they can climb walls. Yeah. I should have stabbed on him. Gus, what were you doing? Eh? There'll be more. Sorry? I've never seen him climb a wall. Yeah. Oh, I let the side down there. I should have just kicked it up against the wall. I didn't think he'd go anywhere. I thought, oh, we've got him here, cornered. Little did I know. Well, I let the side down there a bit. The rat ran out and I didn't grab him immediately. I thought he can't go nowhere. He went into the corner of the pit and the bugger climbed the wall. I didn't realise they could climb smooth concrete vertically. My fault. Hopefully we'll get him next time. Right, so we've taken all the sheet off of this one and the last few tyres. There's only about 2 grab whips left there. All this straw is what's blown in from the yard. So that's all done. There's a pile of tyres there that we took off the pit next door. That's got one of those heavy green sheets on. So we took all the tyres off there because we're getting rid of a lot of the tyres. They're all being recycled or taken away. So they'll go. And we pulled the sheet back up there. So now when we want to use more silage there, just got to roll the black plastic back, which will be nice and easy. So once this silage is gone, they want to repaint these walls with the damp proof stuff, and we're also using it to store straw at the minute. We've got a lot of straw about. So we finished with the sheets. They're all rolled up out the way. Just going to move the last of these straw bales in round to the silage pit instead of in the dung store here, because the dung store is getting rather full. There's one odd bale on the floor here. I'm going to put with some others to make a little bay for some sheep feed that will be coming soon. This new bale spike is awesome. It's got a lot wider spikes. The bales feel a lot more steady on it, and having the bottom ones as well makes a difference. So what we'll do is we'll put this here, and when the sheep feed comes, they can just back the lorry up to that and tip it, and there's a bit of a barrier. And then the rest of the straw should fit in the silage pit, and that'll leave the dung store for done. straw. Lunchtime for me and the dog. There it all is in a heap. So in case anyone's wondering, 224 bales there. First cut clamp is still covered in straw as well. So we've got a fair bit left still. Right, we've had lunch. We've got a load of scrap wire to pick up. We're going to take the Flemming on the back of the 155 and go and get it. And these spools are so handy for taking the stands out. That one down. So the back door is open, but that should be dry. So we'll shut that in a minute. I think I've actually got to lift the trailer up again to close the back door. The trailer's got to be up so far before you can open or shut the door. So that's him shut. Put the trailer in float. He's down. So we have come up to off farm to pick up a load of old fencing wire that's all rolled up. We've got the Flemming trailer on the back. That one's got a solid body and a solid back door, so nothing will be sticking out on the way home. The Marshalls have got partially grated back doors, so don't want stuff sticking out. I met a rather large and wide lorry just now on the road up here, and I had to tuck my wind mirror in and get tight to the head so he could get past me. Because he had one of those static caravans on. John's down in the field waiting for us. For anyone that's new to the channel, this is the 6155R. This is the tractor I do the fertiliser spinning and spraying, and did the mowing with it last year. Really nice tractor to drive. It's got the direct drive gearbox, so it's essentially a full range power shift from A1 all the way up to C8. So there's 24 gears. Or there is the option to put it in automatic. I know Dr. McBrice likes to drive it in auto. I prefer to nudge the stick, but that's just me. Plenty of power in it. It's got the section control license on it for the spraying and the fert spinning. It's got the green star on it as well for the GPS. We are currently looking at changing the 2630 screen to the new Gen 4 screen, just because it has a few additional features, and we'd like to record a bit more data for the jobs we're doing, like fuel usage and that sort of thing. This track's quite rough. Do you want me to go down and turn around at the handling bit?
Yeah, you might as well just unload you out the gate then.
Okie dokie.
I just realised I've driven all the way here with me.
I don't think any of us have turned them off for the past week. I've just noticed I have 2 bars of AdBlue. I just need to turn myself around. Hopefully without having to put 4-wheel drive in. It's not the widest of areas here. Right, we'll park up in the gateway here and get John to load us. Oh, it's a little bit windy, so you have to bear with. Well, that's what we're loading, all quiet. We're right beside the A30 dual carriageway look. So we got a couple hundred acres up here, this bit, another bit over that way, and another bit the other side of the dual carriageway. We keep the cows and a lot of the calves up here during the summer. None of this here gets cut. Well, some of it did get cut for silage last year, but this is mainly cow and calf ground. The block that's on the other side of the dual carriageway, that just gets cut, silage and made hay. I quite like to grow some more crops. Perhaps grow some more cereals up there. Maybe put some in the autumn, but it's another conversation for another day. We're just trying to clean it all up with one grabful here. So we have tipped out our wire onto our heap here. It's a fair sized heap. They're going to have to bring an Arctic and a skip. I expect to get rid of that. There's some more somewhere else as well. There is also some on there, but that's full of wood, so whether they'll take that. But we've got like a little site here where we store things like rubble, tree limbs, tree parings, anything that's been cut anywhere, any scrap wire, scrap metal. We've got a scrap bin or a scrap skip in the yard as well for any little bits. But all this wire's going soon. Like I said, I was having a bit of a clear up, getting rid of the tyres, getting rid of the wire. I guess there used to be a shed there because there's a big concrete base, but don't know. Anyway, tractor and trailer, I shall take it back. Got a few sheep to feed, so I'll put it on the wagon. So I've just unhooked the Flemming trailer. There's just something I wanted to point out. It's got a bar underneath the middle of it. I don't know if you can see it, a silver bar just there. And that keeps it tipped in the air so no water can stay in it. But from a safety point of view, to get that bar where it is, you have to be underneath the trailer, holding it, whilst you're letting the trailer down to get it in the right place, because the thing doesn't stand up on its own. The bar will just fall over. So it's not particularly safe. Risk you run getting stuck under the trailer for just to keep the water out of it. What I did was I tied a bit of bale cord around it and sort of held it with the bale cord so I wasn't actually underneath the trailer. Whereas this one on this trailer here, John made, it's on the front, so you haven't got to be underneath it at all. And the bottom pieces go over the chassis there, so they sit in place, and you've got to be nowhere near it. You can let the trailer down from inside the cab on that. So whether we get John to make some more of those, I don't know, but it was just a thought I had looking at it. I don't think that's a particularly safe idea, and you run the risk of hurting yourself very badly just to keep some water out. But so I did it with a bale cord. But just a thought. I'm gonna go hook the wagon on. We've got a few sheep that want a bit of grub. John's not back here with a handler, so if I hook the wagon on and I got a minute, I'll just run around the tractor with the pressure washer because it's could do with the clean. Wagon's on. Let's give her a bit of a wash. But isn't that better? John's back with the Manitou now, so he's loading up the feed. Gus is patiently waiting inside. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. Check out all the links in the description below. We'll see you guys very soon for another video. Cheerio!